Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down one of the absolute most absurd, literally reality-shattering clashes ever recorded in anime history, Saitama versus Garou. I mean, this isn't just your standard fight, right? It's the ultimate collision between supreme, hyper-calculated martial arts and infinite, totally unexplainable raw power. We're going to unpack exactly how this showdown goes from a simple duel to a full-blown cosmic event.
Okay, let's dive right into this. We've got 4 epic battle stages we'll be tracking today. Stage 1, the game begins. Stage 2, technique versus power. Stage 3, from Earth to space. And finally, Stage 4, Garou's true defeat.
So, kicking things off with Stage 1, the game begins, a casual showdown. What starts off as a seemingly standard duel between a hero and a monster almost instantly shifts into something that just completely breaks the laws of physics and reality. Picture this. Garou is absolutely stunned, asking himself, how is such a massive piece of the earth floating in the air? Because to give himself an arena just to test Garou, Saitama casually lifts the very ground they're standing on straight up into the sky. It's a totally surreal moment. Garou is frantically trying to assess his opponent's power level, but Saitama is literally reshaping the planet's surface just to create a place to play.
And wow, that leads us to a massive psychological blow that hits Garou super early on. He realizes that Saitama isn't fighting for his life. In fact, Saitama outright tells him he's just giving him a little taste of his power so Garou will actually fight seriously. For Garou, this is a total mind-bending revelation. I mean, he's a monster pushing his absolute physical limits. And to Saitama, everything that's happened so far was just a casual game to pass the time. Moving on to Stage 2, technique versus power, clashing philosophies. As the fight heats up, it becomes incredibly clear that the core of this battle isn't just about throwing punches. It's a clash of 2 fundamentally opposed combat philosophies.
And this perfectly captures that exact contrast. Think about Garou's hyper-complex martial arts calculations. He's actively reading Saitama's stance, his movement patterns, his center of gravity, muscle tension, even his breathing, just to predict the next move. He's deploying these elite mythical techniques like the God Slayer attack. But Saitama's response? Just normal punches in his Super Move Serious series. It's hilarious and absolutely terrifying all at once. Garou can read every single move, but Saitama's basic, completely unrefined punches possess such immense, limitless power that all of Garou's elite technique is essentially rendered totally useless.
But Garou, he refuses to back down. The absolutely crucial point here is understanding his intense psychological drive. He declares, what I want to become absolute evil. And this dark, singular goal pushes his body to rapidly evolve right there on the fly. Actually, just to survive the sheer force of Saitama's attacks and the literal vacuum of outer space, Garou's body adapts and grows exponentially stronger. He literally thanks Saitama for forcing his body to unlock its true potential. Now, as Garou evolves and Saitama ramps things up, the Earth itself can't even contain them anymore. Stage 3. From Earth to space, a universal threat. We enter a phase where the boundaries of the battlefield just completely vanish. The collateral damage here turns into a legitimate universal threat. The devastation is so vast that satellite images are actually picking up the destruction from orbit. It gets so critical that the Earth's top defenders are put on high alert. Desperate warnings are sent out to Metal Knight and Dr. Bufoy, and get this, the legendary hero Blast actually has to step in just to prevent the Earth from being completely wiped out by the shockwaves of their clash.
Let's track how this builds across a terrifyingly short window. In a matter of mere minutes, we escalate from terrestrial brawling, where the Earth's crust is ripped into the air, to an attack that literally slices a planet right in half. The sheer force of their blows propels them completely off Earth, sending them crashing down onto red dirt, which really appears to be the surface of Mars. The escalation here is just completely absurd and moves at lightning speed. Now you might be wondering, how in the world did they get thrown completely out of bounds into space? Well, it happens through Saitama deploying a move he calls the serious table flip. Just think about the sheer ridiculousness of that for a second. It's not some laser beam or a magic spell. No, he literally grabs the terrain of the celestial body they're standing on and flips it with such catastrophic physical force that it shatters their gravitational reality and completely disorients even a supremely evolved being like Garou. Now, what's really interesting, and honestly one of the funniest moments in the source material, is this random cosmic interruption. While they're out in space just tearing the environment apart, a group of powerful alien entities tries to intervene. These aliens threaten them with gruesome execution, firing massive energy cannons at them and calling them jumping bugs. And how do Saitama and Garou react? They completely ignore them. They are so intensely locked into fighting each other that they accidentally obliterate these supreme alien commanders as mere collateral damage without even pausing their brawl.
So, after planets are sliced and alien armadas are swatted like pesky flies, we finally reach the dramatic climax. Stage 4. Garou's true defeat, spirit shattered. Here we see a shift away from physical destruction, focusing entirely on the absolute breaking of Garou's will.
Garou looks down at his own hands, realizing a truly terrifying truth. He says, "My full power was just a game and time passed to him. How can anyone be this strong?" The absolute despair setting in here is so profound, even at his absolute cosmic peak, with his body fully evolved to survive outer space and wield the power to literally slice planets. He couldn't even force Saitama to fight seriously. Saitama was just casually holding back the entire time.
And then we get this hilarious yet incredibly defining realization from Garou. He notes that physically, Saitama just looks like a boiled egg, right? There is absolutely nothing intimidating about his face or his demeanor. But despite that totally comical appearance, Garou finally concedes that this boiled egg strength is definitively the greatest in the entire universe. It perfectly cements the bizarre, unbreakable reality of Saitama's character. He is the ultimate power hidden behind the most unassuming exterior imaginable.
But wait, just as the fight seems concluded and Garou accepts his total defeat, the source material throws us a massive curveball. The characters suddenly notice a bizarre atmospheric shift around them, asking, how did the weather change so suddenly? Something massive is going wrong. Could this sudden distortion be the beginning of an entirely new, even greater threat to the universe? I mean, what could possibly follow a battle that cracked the Earth and reached the stars? That is the ultimate question we're left to ponder. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and definitely stay tuned next time as we decode whatever cosmic chaos comes our way.